Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Gordon Hatcher. I'm a practitioner of breakthrough management techniques. This is the next in a series of 14 videos I'm doing around breakthrough management techniques. The breakthrough management technique I'm going to talk about today is the best decisions are made when everybody sees everything. And let me talk a little bit about the context of that before I draw some pictures about it. Projects are called on to make decisions all the time. It might be use one language or use a different language to do some application programming. It might be host in a Windows environment. It might be host in a Solaris environment. And the premise is that the more people that see what everyone else sees on the team, the better the decision that will be made about the direction, and the better the decision, the more likely you are to create a breakthrough, either by creating results that are greater than expected or by creating results faster than expected. So I'm going to share two analogies here on how everyone seeing what everyone sees really helps drive breakthroughs. So the first example I have are three people working together. And these three people are deciding which apple to eat. Right? First person looks at the apple and says, I think that's a really good apple. And I want to eat that apple now, and I want to get onto it and finish this apple and move on to the next apple. Second person says, that's really a fair apple, and I really don't care. We can eat that apple or not eat that apple. Doesn't make any difference to me. We can go on to the next one. The third person says, I'm really not so sure that this is the best apple. Right? First guy says, hey, come on, let's get on with it. Second person says, I'm not so sure this is the right apple, right? So then the two of them have a discussion, right? The discussion is, well, what is it that you see that leads you to believe that this is not really the best apple, right? The third person says, I see a big fat worm in it from my end, right? And the first person says, I didn't see that. I didn't know that. I really am appreciative of you telling me, let's go on to the next apple and see what that apple looks like. So the premise here is that decision was made, and it was a better decision because everyone saw what everyone saw, or what everyone sees. There's another way to kind of describe this technique, another name, and I think it's really fitting. Right? Actually, there are two other names that this is referred to. This technique is referred to as, and I think the analogies are really important. So the first one is the strength of the wolf is in the pack. Right? You think about that for a minute, right? Wolves, social animals, work together in teams for their survival. Pretty important that they use their combined wisdom, and they have combined wisdom, and they use it, right? That's why the strength of the wolf is in the pack. There's also another analogy. It's also an animal analogy, and that is the wisdom of the elephant is in the herd. Right? You think about that for a minute, right? We just draw ears on these. They'll look like elephants, trunks. Right? Elephants, social animals. Their existence is driven by survival of the pack. They use knowledge of where the water is and what are the appropriate migration methods. They defend their pack with collective means. So all of that is contributes to the idea that the wisdom of the elephant is in the pack, right? And what that means in the terms of a project is the wisdom is in the team, the strength is in the team. So if you depend upon other people, the whole team, to contribute knowledge about key decisions, you will make better decisions. Better decisions means you will get to faster results. Faster results are breakthroughs. Thank you very much.